so this is just going to be a quick, easy tutorial to set up the neckline for the Nellie's cape. These are some of the tools that you'll need, and if you're a crocheter, you already know that you need all of these. You need a darning needle and stitch markers if you're new, a pair of scissors, a crochet needle, obviously, and tape measure to measure. This is the yarn I used in the original prototype design. I actually had two before I finalized the pattern. It was the basic stitch anti-pilling. Okay, I used a 6mm crochet hook, and what I'm doing right now is the average size neckline, which is a chain of 47. Okay, so you chain 47, and then you're gonna single crochet the entire length and the back bump beginning from the second chain from the hook. So there you go, in the back bump, second chain from the hook, single crochet all along, and you'll have a total of 46 single crochets. Okay, and now we're going to start the first repeat of the setup, which is a stacked double crochet, and every row starts with a stacked double crochet. We're going to continue with 5 double crochets, so the next 5 stitches will have a double crochet. And that will be one of the front panels for the cape. Okay, now we're going to do our first V-stitch. The V-stitches are where you increase. So a V-stitch is a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the same stitch. And I'm putting a stitch marker there. I generally don't use them, but if you're new, you may need that. Okay, now we're going to double crochet into the next 10 stitches. And on the stitch following that 10th stitch, we will add a V-stitch, which is where you will increase for the back panel. So that's 10 double crochets until we get to where we're going to insert the next V-stitch. Okay, that's the next V-stitch. And then the following 12 stitches will be the back panel, which will do double crochets. The next 12 we'll insert a V-stitch. And then we'll do another 10 double crochets and add another V-stitch, and you should have, you're going to go to the end, 5 double crochets, and then we're going to turn our work. Okay, there is a diagram for this on my pattern, which will show you this legend. Okay, and then we're just going to continue with row 2, which is a repeat of stacked double crochet in each stitch until you get to the V-stitch. When you get to the V-stitch, you're going to add a V-stitch, which is just double crochet, a chain 2 into that V-stitch, and then in every stitch after until you get to the next V-stitch will be a double crochet. And we're going to do that for a repeat of, we're going to do 3 rows, and then we're going to be doing the repeat, I should say, of the pattern. I suggest you download the pattern. You will need to do that to complete the cape. This is just a setup of the notched neckline for Nelly's cape. And I will say, this neckline, you can create your own cape. You can, if you can figure out the stitches, just use this legend for the notched neck, and you can create your own 5-panel cape. There are so many stitches out there. I suggest getting there's a 500 stitch dictionary available on Amazon, and it's it's very simple. The most difficult part is figuring out the stitch count. Okay. And this is basically showing you that I'm going to just continue doing the double crochets all around and V-stitches and the V-stitches until I begin inserting the ridgeline row, the double cross stitch row, and the cobblestone row repeats. Okay, and I did that up until the pattern reached the shoulders, because I didn't want all the ridge lines. I didn't want the bulk in the body of the cape. When the cape reached somewhere around hip line, maybe 3 inches before the end, maybe 2 inches, then I did the repeat of the ridge line, the double cross, and the cobblestone row to end off my cape. Okay, and basically that's it. If you see the photo, you will see what I did. The body of the cape was a repeat of DC row and double cross stitches. Okay, I left out the ridge line and the cobblestone row in the field of the cape. Okay, I hope that you understand that. I didn't want to make this a long tutorial. And I hope you enjoy my pattern. It's free. It's on Ravelry. And thank you.